So in this mobile and location-based privacy issues, the first one, which issues which we face is with the smartphones and the apps. In this, we have is funnel personal information to mobile advertisers for targeting apps. So there is a work from home opportunity which many people are availing. This is that they need to just send the advertisements to different mobile users. From where they get the data, they get the data from their owner, and the owner will altogether purchase this data from the various vendors. And these vendors, these selling companies can be any company. This can be your banking sector, this can be the sector where you register yourself, this can be the sector where you go like in courts, because you submit your personal identification via Aadhaar card, mobile, PAN over therein. So these people have contacts with different persons who are working in such organizations where they seems to have the data of the person of yours. They collect the data from there, and then they distribute these data to the persons who are working for these organizations, just to send the different emails or to the mobile messaging. So this mobile messaging, again, they are taking care of the information. And again, whenever you feed in the information, now nowadays what's happening is that as soon as you purchase a smartphone, it is necessary to log in that smartphone with your email ID. And once you synchronize your mail ID with the existing mail ID, they'll automatically synchronize all the contacts of your mobile to that Gmail account or the account which you already had. Even nowadays, this is a concept that you can merge in your Yahoo or your two Gmail accounts simultaneously, so that you'll get uh, the information about the new mails over the messages on these cells. You'll be able to track all these things. So this is one of the part how by using the smartphones they'll be able to track you people. As I told yesterday also, that each and every time you switch on your GPS, your mobile history, your travel history is being recorded in the accounts of the Gmail, because Gmail, the map again belongs to the Google. This is Google Map. So Google has so much strong tracking systems that they are using those systems to track and even store your locations. The second the part is about track and store user location. It's the same thing which these people are doing, and not only the through Google Maps. They are getting your location from various types of websites or apps. One of them is again Facebook. Whenever you add in, there is an option in the Facebook also to put in your location. As soon as you put in your location, they are tracking you through that particular location only. From where to where you traveled, where are you traveling frequently, between which cities, how much traveling time you are spending. All these things, all this data is being collected at the back end of these websites. In the same way, next is that this is a generic data that the 42% of the users say privacy is a concern. This 42%, how it comes is that if the people are using smartphones, maximum of them are not aware of that they have been tracked or their location have been stored by these sites. So you need to switch off the location so that you'll not get tracked. But the awareness among the people regarding this is very less. So we need to make them aware that yes, this is the main problem which you can face if you socialize all your informations. In the same way as I told you that once you upload any of the pics or the videos in any of your social media platform, that is open for the everyone, the most of the people. Now how can the person will use that information you are not aware of? Altogether you have passwords, altogether you have reserved the rights to be viewed by these pictures by the private friends only, or the persons to whom you have allowed. But still these person can pass on this information, and this information once passed through or seen by any of the person who is not in your friend list can again be used by them in any way. Then you have is that Mobile Device Privacy Act. Anything which you are sending through WhatsApp is not considered the relevant piece of information in the eyes of court. I or anything which you are forwarding using the Instagram or Facebook or any such sources, they don't consider it a relevant source of information. So this the legal instrument is still not available if the mobile privacy is breached. So there is no such regulations in India is existing. Then second part is that you required informing consumer about the data collection. So if it is mandatory for every site and every website who is collecting that kind of data, that they need to inform the customer that they can use this data in certain ways. But if you'll read the terms and conditions of these websites, they always say that your data is 100% secure. They are not going to use this data in any form. But still these people are using this data, and they are even manipulating or misusing this data. There are some sites who are misusing this data as well. So how come they misuses, or how can they collect this kind of information? Is one of the major thing is proofling and the behavioral targeting. So proofling is creating a digital image that characterize online individual or group behavior. This is about, as I told in the previous slides also, that once you log into any of the site, then they have your email account with them. Now they keep on tracking your through you to they keep on tracking you through your mail account, that what kind of products you are interested in, what kind of information you are looking, not only from their website but also from the websites you are exploring out other than the particular website you have logged in. So these are the kind of tracking system they have installed. Then you have is that anonymous profiles and personal profiles are the only difference is that if you are see, when you got a call from two or three types of number. Either you get a call from a personal number, the number which is a mobile number, but sometimes you get a call from the person that is from through the landline. And once if you are getting a call from the mobile number, you are returning it back, definitely the person will speak to you. But in case of the second part, when you have received a call on the from the cell, sorry, from the landline, then it happens that the there is a customer care center on the other end, and you'll not be able to connect to the proper person. Sometimes they allow you to connect, sometimes the systems are like that they don't allow. Even when you call the call, these people, the call get disconnected immediately, and without ringing a single bell. So these are the anonymous profiles. In the same way, when you get an email, then in case of emails also, sometimes there are emails in which it is written that you need not to reply these mails, because these are the automated or self-generated mails. So these type of mails or self-generated mails, where in which you can't reply to someone, are called anonymous profiles. And the mails or the phone numbers in which you are uh, contacting with some person are called, are comes under the personal profiles. Then second thing is that advertising networks. Now this advertising networks means they are again, it is being adopted a work from home profession by many of the people. What they do with these advertising is that they'll get certain advertisements on the portal which is being provided to them by their owners, and these portals just have the advertisements of 30 seconds. This 30-second concept is very crucial. So there is in e-commerce, there is a concept of 30 second, then we have is 30 minutes. So if what this 30 seconds concept is, that if a person is visualizing the particular advertisement or remains on the particular web page, then that particular customer is considered as a prospective customer. So please, I'm repeating it again. When you log into a website and you remains on that particular website for 30 seconds, then they consider you as a prospective customer. Prospective customer means the person who can be their customer in future. And in the same way, the persons who are working from home, what these the people are doing is, they push on some certain kind of advertisements to these people. The only task of these people is to click on the advertisement, just to see, run that advertisement for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds they need to close it. Now they are earning the number of clicks and the time spent on these advertisements only. For seeing each and every advertisement, they are getting certain amount of money. Now how this is impacting the e-commerce site? See, now in the Google search engine, if we'll talk, we'll connect it later. Then now, if we'll see on the Google search engine, then you see that whenever you type in some keyword or any phrase in the search engine bar, then there comes certain pages, 10 pages, 20 pages, 30 pages. But there are certain sites which always comes on the first page. How these sites come on the first page is, there are the certain search engine optimization rules. This is called SEO rules, on the basis of which these websites comes on the top of the, or comes in the starting of the first page. So this, under this search engine optimization rule, the first rule is that how much money you are paying to the Google, because normally the people search in the Google search engine. So please make sure that Google search engine is different, Internet Explorer is different, Mozilla is different. Altogether Google is the top, Google comes on the top of all these. So whenever you are searching anything in the Google, then all the engine optimization rules which are running behind the Google get applied on that particular search. So these are different categories. That is the reason that the results you get through Google are different from the results you get through Internet Explorer or Mozilla or Opera or any of other internet browser. So Google has the strongest SEO systems. That is why they'll be able to track or give the maximum results. Then once you put in the search, you'll get the results on the first page. Now, in order to be on the first page, there are certain things which a person needs to do. The number one among it is that you need to pay the highest amount of money to the Google. Second is that the TRP, or you can say your subscription, or you can say your uh, uh, the click rate per day should be maximum. So now what these advertiser companies are doing is that they are falsifying, they are just creating a fake traffic on your website, because you are giving your advertisement to these companies, and these companies are offering work from home profiles, and they are just saying people to click on. So now on each and every click, the this per head traffic is increasing on that particular website on which you are clicking in. So this is how this system works. So tracking the consumer and browsing behavior on web, this is again, now each and every advertisement you are clicking on, if it belongs to the which website or which product it belongs to, the traffic on that particular website is increasing. Then you have is the dynamically adjust what user sees on the screen. So this is about, see, you have been to many sites, many websites, and you daily visit many websites. There are certain kind of websites which looks very fine on the PC or the laptop, but once you shift in these websites to the mobile, it got distorted. You'll not be able to get what exactly they want to say, because something comes in haphazard ways. So this is, but about that, these websites are static. These websites are not dynamically built, so that they can adjust themselves according to the screen size. All the websites which are created using in the mind their dynamicality will adjust themselves according to the screen size. If the screen size of the mobile is small, they automatically squeeze the content, and your website will look exactly the same which it looks in the PC or in the laptop. So dynamically adjust what user sees on mobile means that adjusting the website, adjusting the screen of your website or web page according to the screen of the customer. Then next you have is build and refresh profiles of the consumers. This is what this is like, that if a person is stepping into your website and they are, let's come back. So built in and refresh profiles of under this area. This is about that if you are giving any comments on any profile, then these people are considering these comments or not. This is about refreshing the profiles. If these people are not considering either your request or your comments and working on the normal way, then this can't be this is just that they are working under a certain enclosed environment. And if these people are considering your comments and they are working as per your suggestions, then they are working under the open environment. Then next you have is Google AdWord program. This Google AdWord program is again a part of digital marketing. In this Google AdWord, you just pitch in the different ads, or you just find out some particular unique words and shoot out, and you should, that particular website had these words in that particular website, so that every time the person will switch on with this particular advertisement or the particular keyword they search in for, then maximum of the words will get appear. And also Google, what Google AdWord do is, this is again based on the artificial intelligence program. They just look in that if the people is looking for this website and they are searching for these kind of keywords, they automatically add those keywords into the list of that particular website. So they are not only working on the keywords provided by you or the client, but also they are automatically creating these keywords so that the client will get the maximum benefit. The next which we had is deep packet inspection. Now what this deep packet inspection is, this deep packet inspection means, okay, just a second. Okay, so this is the definition of deep packet inspection. In this, it is an advanced method of examining and managing a network traffic. So network traffic means, network traffic is like every person who is clicking on your website comes under the traffic part. It is a keyword which used in the digital marketing, that what traffic means is each and every time a person who is visiting or who is stepping in your website or any of your data they are accessing, it is considered as the traffic on other end. So it is a form of a packet filtering that locates, identifies, classifies, reroute or block packets with specific data or code payloads that conventional packet filtering, which examines only packet header and cannot detect. So what exactly this means is, now they have divided the entire website into some packets. How they divided it? See, your website, when you create a website and you have been to many websites, whenever you see a website, there comes some static content. There are certain pages on which there is just an information, like the about us page. And that about us page, it is just a static information. It is information for you people. It's nothing to do with the other persons. Hmm? Sorry, the other person is just using this information to get the knowledge of what exactly this particular firm is doing. No? So this is a different a packet which they create this information in this type of information in one packet, that this is just a information. The person who is coming will just read the information and is not going to react as per this information. Second is that the products which you are selling, so the products in this particular part the person will react in, whether they buy the product or whether they just add the product in the cart, whether they just give in the wish list that yeah, we'll be observing this product, whenever the discount comes in, the person will buy in. So the packet filtering will be done on these different categories. Also, the packet filtering is done with the help of the locations. The locations, like the persons residing in these locations are giving the maximum demand of these particular products. So these systems are also analyzing the data on this basis. Then is identifiers. Identifiers and classifiers is again this. They just identify different fields on which you can be able to divide the entire website into different packets. As like I said that there are certain keywords. What these keywords exactly do is that these keywords defines that yeah, this particular website has these many products. So you'll be able to identify and classify the entire website into the number of products that particular website is selling. And again, rerouting or the block packets with specific data. They'll be able to block the information, they can reroute the information to any extent that conventional packet filtering, or they'll examine the packet headers and that can't be deducted. If they'll be blocking this information or rerouting this information, then obviously this information cannot be seen by the. So, any issues till now? Is there any issues with you people?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm just clicking on the your attendance so that you'll get the attendance.
ये डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया। मैं ये कनेक्ट भी हो पाया, कनेक्ट विद ब्राउजर मैंने कैंसिल किया, फिर मैंने फिर से पासवर्ड डाला, मैंने रिज्यूम आईडी डाली, सही थी वो भी, और वो कनेक्टेड दिखा रहा है, उसके बाद फिर से दिखा रहा है कंटिन्यू विद ब्राउजर।
Okay.